Hello everybody, I'm glad you're here today. Today is August 6, 2024. This video is going to be jammed-packed with intel that you need to know about what is going on in our nation. I have some information that is going to help you know how to prep, what is coming, and how to pray in the Lord. And I mean, you got to decide. I'm not going to sit here and tell you how to pray in the Lord, but you're going to know. The Spirit will know. After you get done listening to this, you're going to be like, oh, I know exactly what to pray for. So that's what this is going to be in this video. I'm also going to bring you a word that I wrote down in my journal this morning. It is not pleasant. It's not a pleasant word. I'm not real eager to read it to you, but I'm going to anyway. Now, before we get going, I'm going to first of all, tell you that I have sources that have given me information, and these sources, well, I'm just going to tell you. I don't think it's any big deal to keep it secret or not keep it a secret. You're going to have to filter this. Time will tell whether this is true or not. These sources are in the Pentagon. They're pretty high up in the Pentagon. There is a friend between me and these sources. In other words, I have a friend who has these friends. I have known this relationship for years, all right? So this isn't new. This isn't a viewer that I don't know, blah, 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 blah. It's not like that, all right? These men who are in the Pentagon, as of yesterday, said the United States is at 0 hours. Our enemies are going to try to take us down. Once again, time will tell, and you need to filter this how you want to filter it. And I'm filtering it how I want to. I'm still digesting it just a little bit and processing it, but I want to bring it to you anyway. You got to, I'm just being honest with you, all right? You got to do what you got to do with this. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that the world's on fire, because we can open our eyes and see that, and you're going to be able to gauge it on your internal discernment scale on how much to respond to what's going on in the world. All right, what my friend told me is that his Pentagon sources, these two men are Christians. Well, all of them are Christians. The ones at the Pentagon are very committed Christians. They are preppers. They have said that our enemy countries, which would be the dragon and the bear, have thousands and thousands and thousands of drones ready to fly over our country, overwhelm us, and attack us in that way. And that is not speculation. That is verified information. Okay. So put that in a box and put it on the shelf. All right. My daughter, Taylor, she's 30 now. She's 30. She had a birthday. She called me and said, Mom, I just saw another FEMA truck on the highway. She is a home health care nurse, so she drives a lot in our county. And she got a picture of this one. Y'all, she got a picture of it. So I'm going to put it on my channel in the playlist. Is that right? In the community list. So you can click on community and look at the FEMA truck that was driving through my county, which is in the Panhandle of Texas. This FEMA truck is the second one she's seen in a week, traveling from the New Mexico-Texas border towards Amarillo. I don't know if it's going to Amarillo. I don't know. But it was traveling from it was traveling from west to east. All right. Second one. Literally 5 days ago, I saw a caravan of semi-trucks carrying military vehicles and what looked like generators on the backs of their trailers. 18-wheelers. in my county. I've never seen that before. Once again, traveling from west to east towards Amarillo. All right. So put all of that in a box and put that on the shelf next to the drone box. All right. Now, if we can remember back in June 1st, because what I'm fixing to bring you now is related to what the intel we got from a friend of mine on June 1st. I believe it was the beginning of June. Once again, stating that in his area, the military were visiting the small towns and asking if they could overtake or use old, abandoned, huge buildings. Like one was 45,000 square feet, an old civic center that was closed. The military came, talked to the town about creating a hospital there and start for casualties, for mass casualties, for a mass casualty event. And that they wanted to begin to prep it right away. And they liked that location because it was on a highway where they could actually land C-130 planes, quickly land and take off to unload casualties in a mass casualty event. Landing C-130s on a highway in the United States of America. All right? So that was concrete intel that the military had visited this town, the leaders of this town. Okay, I cannot give you where it is or who this is or, all right. I just got this information that says, and listen, if you live in Arkansas or Kansas, however you want to say it, if you live in Arkansas, maybe you can help confirm this. I don't know. Bono, Arkansas. B-O-N-O. Bono, Arkansas. The Arkansas Department of Transportation was asked to close a section of Highway 63 so that the military could begin practicing touchdown and takeoffs of C-130s on the highway. I will repeat that. The Arkansas Department of Transportation was contacted wanting a section of highway to be closed off so that the military could practice landing C-130s on the highway. And this is not the highway that my friend was telling me about in June. This is a different part of the country than where he is. Something is not right. Something is very, very, very wrong. We know that. All right, we know that. I wish I could get on here and just laugh and, and there's a part of me that wants to, and I may here in a minute because it's getting pretty tense. It is getting very tense. Here is what I have done. And y'all, I know I'm not winning a beauty contest today because I got ready at 6 and I haven't even been I haven't looked in the mirror until I turned this camera on. I thought, oh, well, I'm sorry. You got to see a whole bunch of ugly today. That's just the way it is because what I am doing, here is what I did today. And then you in the comment section, you tell us what you did. You write down what you wrote in your journal. You tell us on a different note who we need to pray for. Do we need to pray for you? We will. Do you have someone in the military? Because I know those souls are shaken. Those kids have got to be. There's nothing. I mean, it's very brutal to hurry up and get someplace on an aircraft carrier and then wait for things to go down. I can't imagine the mental strain that must be. Y'all, we are at 0 hours. That's what we're at 0 hours. I sense that. I spent an hour and a half over talking to my mom and dad they are sensing the same thing. They are still with it. They're in their 80s. They've seen a lot, but nothing like this. But nothing like this. A C-130 landing on Highway 63 in Arkansas. What? What did you say? And that goes exactly along with the intel we got in June. On a whole nother highway in a whole nother part of the country. I don't think they're rehearsing that yet or practicing that yet, or drills, or I don't know what they call it. Drills, I guess. Why? What do they know that we don't know? Is it what my Pentagon friends said? I don't know. I honestly can't say 100% sure that's going to happen. I cannot do that. I just can't. Because I've learned that I'm anytime someone says I'm 100% right, I'm like, I'm out. So I can't say I'm 100% right, and especially in this day and age when things are so hard to come by truth. Although I know that these people are not being untruthful. I know this. So I'm going to just approach that as legit information. This is legit information. The C-130's landing. What I'm curious about is, has the military visited that town or any towns in the area wanting to set up some kind of hospital for a mass casualty event? What in the heck? What kind of mass casualty are you talking about? Oh, I know. We're supposed to have a terrorist attack. I know this. I mean, my dad just had a dream about it a week ago. All right, so I'm comfortable with that. The Lord is showing us. I will just say this right now. Whatever the Lord has caused you to dream, you better believe I think it's going to come to pass. All of our dreams about invasions, EMPs, military, war, all of those things, shortages, food shortages, are gonna, I think you just gotta say the Lord has warned us. And when the Lord says you're standing on the deck of the ark, which is what he gave me in a word last week, man, I'm smelling the rain. All right? I'm smelling the rain. It's here. We're here. I don't know the timeline. I honestly don't. So when I say we're here, I don't know how long we're here will last. I don't. So I have to shoot straight with you there. But this bothers me. So here's what I have done today. And then you please, I love hearing what you do because it inspires me. I'm like, some of you people are like, wow, you did all that in one day? That's stinking amazing. I talk too much to people. That's what happens to me. I stop and visit and then like, oh my gosh, 3 hours just went by. So that's what happens to me. But one thing, a couple of things I want to remind you of, well, I'll just tell you. What I have done today is, first of all, I've gotten my livestock. I'm organizing my livestock. You don't need to know any more than that because it's not all that interesting, but that's what I'm doing. I picked black-eyed peas this morning, and we're going to shell peas tomorrow, and we're going to cook a bunch of black-eyed peas tomorrow. Squash. I picked squash also. So gardening, keeping my garden going. I sent an order to Amazon that I bought more lamp oil. I bought a big, huge roll of black, I don't have it in here, it's out in the yard, black plastic, all right? It is 100 feet by 10 feet. Yeah, okay. What's the name of the brand? I can't remember the brand, but you would be surprised how much plastic you can use when you garden. I mean, when I'm done with my garden, I'm going to cover it up with plastic. You know why? Because I don't want my ground to have weeds in it next spring. And if we have any kind of fallout, I don't want any fallout to get on it. So that's what I'm doing. All right. I don't care what you do. You gotta, if that's something you can do, do it. If it's not, don't. Don't worry about it. So yeah, that's what I did. Then I looked and noticed, y'all, my peanut butter situation was not good, not robust enough. So I went and got a lot of peanut butter. Check the dates, because I kid you not, there was a whole slew of jars of peanut butter, Peter Pan peanut butter, which is my favorite, that had August 2024 as the date. I'm like, we are freaking in August 24, 2024. So that won't do me much good, because I don't like old peanut butter. And, a lot of people say, oh, the date doesn't matter. I think it does on peanut butter. That's my experience, but that's just me. But I found some more. Check the dates. I loaded up on pork and beans. They were $1 a can at Dollar General. So I'm just like loading up on that. Then I went over and got a whole bunch of toothpaste. I got a whole bunch of my favorite toothpaste. And then I also had a friend that said, hey, you know what? You can also get a whole bunch of mouthwash, antiseptic. It will help you. I know that the apocalypse, we're all going to smell bad and we're all going to, but at least for a little while, I want to have fresh breath and I don't want to have body odor. So I have a whole lot of deodorant packed away too. So those toiletry items, razors are another thing. Get you some razors, Bic razors, disposable. They're valuable. They may even be a trading thing. But I'll tell you what, the longer I think about it, there was a time I thought, oh, this is a great barter item. I think it might get to the point where they just shoot you dead and take what they want. It may get to be like that. I don't know if civilization will be sustained. I do not know. In what's coming. I just don't know. Time will tell. And the Lord has told me many things. One is not to worry. All right? So now I want to read this to you. I had to start a new journal book, which I'm not really into this one. It's kind of small, but it's okay. All right, this one I wrote this morning after I got up at 4 and worshiped God for, I just sing and worship and talk to Him and read my Bible. So here we go. August 6, 2024. This is what I wrote down this morning. The world is hanging in the balance, teetering on the edge, living a cliffhanger. What will happen next? My watchers wonder, my children ask. We see with our eyes the tipping point is here. I tell you this, my dear one, I am King, I am Lord. Like a branding iron sears the hide of a cow, so does the searing stench of evil burn across your world. The ugliness will sicken you. The smell of burnt flesh will make you wretch. The souls of the lost will stumble about directionless until they find me. For it is I, the King, that gives the antidote to the poison of death. It is I who gives the cure to the terminally ill. The burn victims who will walk in dumbed down shock, not knowing what to think next after seeing the shock of what is to come. Cover those you encounter, stumbling, fumbling, and falling. Cover them in my name. Many know about me, but few truly know me. You will be shaking as well, daughter, but I will steady you as I have always done. You know the truth of this. I tell you now, no other time can compare to the forces of flames that are about to devour and consume. Pray without ceasing. I am with you always, even while you shake in shock and weep in sorrow. All right, Lord. I've had bad news before in my life. I know all of y'all, I know the average age of the people on this channel, and I know that all of you have lived long enough to have bad news. Okay, we've all had it. Okay, you know what I'm talking about, and you know that feeling of shaking that comes, that's in the pit of your stomach, that cold. It feels cold. I don't know how else. For me, it just feels like cold, and I I can't eat. I can hardly swallow. You know what I'm talking about? Uh, I don't know if that's what I'm fixing to be facing in the world. But there's some pretty disturbing things that I'm seeing with my own eyes and hearing with my own ears. Yes, I follow people on YouTube. But even I think they're even shaken. That's what I'm getting. What do y'all think? I mean, truly, I'm asking, what do you think? So, as far as my prepping, I sent off an Amazon order and it just had, 10, 12 cans of ranch style beans. Like I said, the lamp oil, a meat grinder to make hamburger, manual. All right. Y'all, there's just things. There's just little things that I haven't gotten yet. I think I'm going to leave that with you. I don't know how much longer we're going to be able to do this. I don't. I don't know if I'll ever talk to my friend again that called today. We ended the conversation. If I don't talk to you again, we'll see each other on the other side. See you on the other side. This may be the last time. And this may be the last time. I don't know. But I sense that's where we're at. Do you? Is that where you're at? Come to Jesus if you do not know him. Now is the time. Because time is literally running out. Stay safe, America. This is Gina Lima Charlie. I'm out.